buddy. For one free inspiration that I'm going to dangle in front of you. Who wants to recap for last week?
Bark, bark.
Yeah, some things happened, some other things happened, which led us to where we are now, and we're there.
Add 1d10 gold to your thing, but anybody else want to try?
We decided to travel. So we traveled to go punch some bandits in the face, and then we went to go punch those bandits in the face, and we did that.
Basically, like, spent the whole session just looting, right? And talking
Good
to
chunk.
Althea.
Yep. And
Oh yeah, we had the battle though. We did, didn't we?
we did fight and kill all the bandits, and we left. We knocked one out, brought them outside into the cold, and kind of forgot about them. They're
That was
dead
2
now.
sessions back, mate.
Was it?
Yeah. Last session we started already in the place, preparing the
Yeah.
first attack.
Yeah. Last
I
last
just-
session was mostly looting, mostly talking, and
Because there's some books that were
someone
found,
was
right?
some books were found about the ancient past that Viritus and the Goliath brother were interested in. There were some jokes about and I mean there was a sweet moment between Beale and all of them, everyone. Beale actually showed, emotion. She did do
What-
that.
We also met an interesting individual that had been captured there, which gave
Yep.
us some
Okay.
insight as the
Yep.
group discussed with them. You got
There's that
strung
lady.
up while we were discussing with her because she snuck off to find treasure and ended up hanging from the rooftop, which the group eventually found you in, just dangling there before your great companion. Yep.
Found her.
In the
Yeah.
room of gold that
one.
was paper thin and not really worth anything, was just decoration.
Yeah, she still pulled up off the floors.
Brett, go ahead and take that inspiration. Gary, take 2d10 gold for your contribution to that.
2d10? Okay.
2d10, yep. Speaking of which, nameless, roll that 1d10.
Oh, 1d10. I'm sorry. I thought you were joking.
No, I was being serious.
I'll
I
definitely
I
take
believe
7
we
gold.
finished off. We couldn't leave because of a
Giant
snowstorm came in.
Yeah.
So we stayed around and had some rest, had some discussions. There was a heated moment between two characters.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Y'all are able to, get your long rest in. Those of you who have not done your level up, you get a level up. Cough, the cleric, cough.
Yeah, level 3.
Shit. I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Remember, if you roll below average, you take average. Actually, did the fire do there? Nope. Actually, they probably did it. Just I don't have it in roll 20 yet. It's fine. We shouldn't need the level up stuff for now.
It really doesn't take much for me. It's just click. Oh, I'm level 3 now.
Well, you also have spells, but
I multi-classed into my main class. by getting a subclass.
You can get yours to level 2.
No, well,
No, you get yours to level. Anyways, that we're
I get my
getting off
subclass
topic.
to level 1. I get my cool shit at level 3.
Anyways, we're getting off track. So yeah,
As a track.
as you all rest and have nice, sweet dreams of ice. You all are able to
Yay.
wake up in the morning, fully rested. And as if you look outside, that bandit you left outside, half buried in snow, clearly dead.
Hmm.
You turned
Good.
him into a bandit sickle.
Yeah, I don't regret it. After learning that they had held captive and tortured an individual for a solid week, no
Oh,
remorse.
it's longer than that, buddy.
Well, then even less remorse. Did I do my level? Please tell me I did my level.
I believe you did. If not, you better do it.
Uh,
As you all also look outside, the snowstorm has stopped. It's still cloudy. Come to think of it,
Okay.
you've never seen the sun here.
Ooh, okay. Just behind clouds, or like it just doesn't rise?
No, just it's behind clouds. Obviously, there's
Okay.
still sun out, but
Here
I was
comes
about to
the
say,
sun.
yeah, it would be violently bright.
Looks like the weather broke. To 80 little pieces.
all right. Well, I'll start gathering up my things. Althea, you okay?
Never better. I'm not gonna be able to do that voice.
Okay.
But she
fair
gives you
enough.
2 thumbs up.
Okay. I'll go and just start packing up my stuff and getting things ready. I should expend a spell slot, or I'll. Did I do that last night? If I didn't, then I screwed up. I don't think I did good berry, but that's okay. Wonder if I should do it now. I'll shut up for a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna save all my stuff just in case something's on the outside. Never mind. But I'll start packing up, and then once I'm packed up, wake everyone else up who's not awake.
Never mind.
No, go ahead, Bill. Speak your mind.
I don't want to.
Why not?
It's not important yet, and I don't want everyone to
No.
leave me like go away.
Me go away?
Oh, yes, maybe.
Just
Shush.
give them a moment.
Don't look at me.
By the
Can
way,
I-
you still have some of the ribbons my sister put on you.
I just raise my leader book.
DM. Can I step outside? Are there any animals to talk to?
Eyes look around. No, there are not any animals for miles.
Oh, damn.
Man, you
This
can
might
see up
be,
to miles. You're fucking amazing.
Thank you. I just found that out myself, and I'm pretty happy about it.
It's sun out. Visibility is at least 4 miles, so
Holy shit.
only got extremely light snow right now.
Oh man, and I
That
can't commune
also-
with nature. Okay. Well, off to what city was it, Sally?
You mean the city we're going back to, the capital?
Capital, yes. That's right.
Yeah, Scavencia.
Scavencia. Well, shall we go?
Let's.
I'll just do the normal thing and follow behind all of you.
I'll do the normal thing and follow behind Veery.
I wish we had the time to bury the bodies before we went.
I think we threw him
Well-
down the pit, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, we did. We just threw them down that hole, so if you want to say your respects to them, they're in the hole.
Did the
I-
whole.
They are pseudo mass murdering bandits.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I think they've got the burial they deserve.
Still, somebody's sons, somebody's husbands, presumably. But, you know,
Not all parents are proud of their children. And, yeah. Can,
Beale looks when you say that.
roll it inside.
Casually waiting for that result.
You stare at somebody who recognizes that they were tossed aside pretty fucking quickly by a parental figure. The look of, yeah, I know these people's parents probably wouldn't care about them because mine didn't care about me.
Respect.
Yeah. But that's what you get out of that insight is you see a knowing and understanding look that is mixed with sadness.
Mm.
Yeah, just but we don't have really the time to do that. We need to get back to the capital and get this whole I can't cast magic thing resolved because honestly, if I can't cast magic, I can't really perform. It's not often I get out on stage and have performance issues, but it's embarrassing every time it happens. He smiles.
It could be worse. You could have a roaring crowd seeing you right now. So we'll have to deal with that.
Nightmares.
Oh no, a group of people praising and adoring you as they should.
But you're just adorable right now.
I just pat Bill on the head.
Shut up. No.
I'm not some grand bar that gets out to all the nicest venues. I'm just some lowly punk who picks pockets. Come on. I appreciate the praise, though.
I remember the imagery of the cathedral you made, of the empire, I think, of all the beautiful things in this world. And I don't think anyone who can bring such happiness into people's life could be called lowly by any measure.
Well, you'd be surprised. And, well, like I said, I am just a filthy pickpocket. It's the only way I know how to survive. So, I appreciate your kind words, but again, we really should get moving. it's nice out today, and I don't think I've said that since I got here.
As you say that,
Oh, no.
a very sharp chill runs down your spine as the wind picks up.
Curse me in my damn mouth.
But on that note, can I get somebody to roll me a D100, please?
Yo,
Sure.
I claim it. You got it first. You said sure first. You got it.
I like how we both instantly responded. 94.
Yeah.
Oof. That is either very good or very bad.
Or completely random because D100 tables. You could have just rolled like a fucking massive treasure or 2 dragons. We're about to find out.
That's very true.
Oh, I should probably put some kind of music on instead of just having it dead silent.
Okay.
Bardify my wonderful. We'll go with. It's kind of nice. I'll do this one. Oh, geez, that's loud.
Okay. Now I remember my original views. Okay. As the first day of travel happens, any shenanigans that you guys have going on?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of shenanigans are you doing?
Just that night, Beal would want to take watch with Viridus.
Oh. Alright, just, you know I'm bad at the watch thing, yes?
Yeah, but I want to talk to you.
Alright.
Okay, well, before that, anything during the
before that.
day.
Barnaby is wondering why the ruins are empty.
What?
No, he's
That leaves some questions.
Making a-
What?
making a joke that y'all left Barnaby behind.
we do know such a thing, just like, where did all my friends go?
No, but he'll just have been peeking around and looking around and just. Who wants to hear a joke?
Ooh, a joke. I do.
It's not a very good joke, but here we go.
It's a called Sulfur.
Why don't what? Different one. Why don't crabs like to share?
I know this one.
Give up?
Yeah, I have no idea. What's that, sir?
Because they're shellfish.
Charlie claps.
A bad joke competition. Oh,
It was a pretty good joke. Made me laugh.
I love it. I love good jokes. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see.
What do you call an angry carrot?
Did you say carrot or parrot? I did not quite
Carrot.
hear.
What do you call an angry carrot?
Ginger?
A steamed veggie.
I got a good one. Why don't dragons eat paladins?
Because their armor is crunchy?
I would think it's because it gives them indigestion, but I'm curious the actual response to it.
Because they taste lawful.
I don't quite get that one, but
Alright, fine.
Where do polar bears keep their money?
I don't think I know this one.
In the snowbank.
That's good too. Oh. Oh. What do you call a mountaintop guarded by rogues?
I do not know.
A sewer?
A sneak peek.
Clap, clap, clap.
Oh, this is causing me to have an idiot.
I think Neil is going to start forming snowballs.
Just sitting there proud of himself because I have so many more.
What do elves learn in school?
I don't know.
The alphabet.
Okay, that was kind of clever. Okay, alright. I got one more. Let's see here.
Let's be honest, you've got a ton more.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. I've got one more for now. Let's see.
Barnaby, do you have any bird puns?
No, not really.
Fair.
This one's a personal favorite. Why can't the undead write music?
Beale squints.
They can only decompose.
Wow.
It's accurate.
I'm waiting for the
Sally!
snowball.
I think at
Thanks,
this
Sally.
point, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, did you have something, Chris? Or
No, Sally's just clapping. She's very happy. This is, the most fun she's had in quite a while. It's good that everyone's cracking jokes, traveling on their journey, just as if we are not chased by some mysterious organization that kidnapped us and hunted us down. It's almost like it's back to normal. She appreciates this.
I was about to say, if you were saying this out loud, it would be a different effect.
It makes me think of this time when I was in the tribe, and of our jokes. There's this time we had this one very picky eater, and so to prove a point, we took away all their food for a week. It was hilarious.
That's what passes for a joke in your tribe?
It
We gave him
was
scraps.
pretty annoying for me to lose food for that long, but I did see the humor in it after some time.
Just look at Zulfur. It's like, you
Everyone looks at so proud.
That
like
was so good.
you were a picky eater?
Well, yes.
Huh.
What did you not eat?
If it hasn't gone through the correct rites, I wouldn't have eaten it. And that's some differences with the tribe.
It's hard to imagine you having differences with the tribe. You and your sister, you're always very initiated into the rites and culture of your people. I've always thought.
It's your home, and it's how you have grown up. You're always going to have some differences no matter where you come from, especially if there's people with different views. Some people hold the traditions more in heart. Some people want to push forward into the new. Some disdain the rituals and the beliefs and just believe in pure strength. It's all varying different views. Even me and my sister, We've argued quite a few times in the past.
Yeah.
Our
I-
natures are different, but we are still kindred, no matter our arguments.
I guess respecting different opinions is a good idea. I can understand. I mean, I have a brother and never really seen eye to eye with him, so. But still, kin is kin and blood is blood. Always thicker than blood. Always thicker than water.
Exactly.
You know, until the blood's tainted and they look at you funny, you grow horns, and they throw you out on the streets.
Well, that's a you problem. I'm joking. But
Well, I mean, in certain cities it's a massive problem. Do you know how many other tiefling kids steal to make a living?
I've never really seen a tiefling before, so I can't say I have.
Most
You
of
were the first of your kind.
except for the big ones. The big ones become bodyguards at like strip clubs and things like that.
What is a strip club?
We
Yeah,
probably
but I like
shouldn't
how
get into
both
that.
me and her said the exact same question at the same time.
We are not. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. No, thank you. I am not going to be the one. Yeah. I immediately pick Bill up.
Hey.
And just in the front of the hoodie. Plus, family's overrated. I prefer met company I get along with. That's the real family, anyways.
I would
Be-
bite you if this wasn't cozy.
That's what I
Bill?
thought.
Would you
Yeah.
like this? Barnaby holds up the most perfectly spherical orb of a rock.
Beale's eyes go wide as she just puts out both of her arms and just goes, "Give me hints."
He gives her the rock.
This is the most important thing in the universe at this moment.
I just pat Bill. Of course it is, Bill. Of course.
In the meantime, this exchange is going on. Sally's explaining to Nila. I heard about this street club thing once. I think that's where you dance with pole arms. You know, like my glaive.
No. No, no, no.
I've heard of this, Nigel. Is it like a blade singer?
No.
Yep.
God. I have
So
done
it's like a
that.
blade singer, understood. I have some idea what it's about now.
Oh, so are you a blade singer, Viri? You know, you did swing around on that pole that one time, and people kept throwing coins at you.
I was really, really drunk, okay?
Is that part of the ritual to throw wealth at the dancer?
No, I mean,
Maybe.
yes, but not a ritual. Can we not talk about this, please? Oh
Let's not
God,
commit
I'm
that day.
sorry I brought it up. I'm sorry I brought it up. I don't know what God is listening, but please forgive me for my sins.
No.
I don't understand.
Just somewhere off in the distance, a loud echoing no rolls across the hilltops. What did I ever do to you?
You didn't dance hard enough.
I die. I die of embarrassment. You've done it. You finally embarrassed me. He says
Yay.
with a straight face.
Congratulations, I think.
He shakes his head, boops Beal on the snoot, and goes,
Eh.
"No, a strip club is where people go to pay money to see people take off their clothes."
That sounds pointless.
It is! Unless you need money. Or are incredibly drunk and goaded into it.
Or you enjoy the attention. It sounds like multiple of
I-
those work with for you.
I don't like that kind of attention. Not
Neil
from
looks
a bunch of
confused.
people.
What about one lady in particular?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Or gentlemen, I'm not too picky. As long as they actually care. I mean, I can't just get with somebody because they want this hot body. That's fucking terrible. What if they just want to use me? That's gross.
Oh, then Anila says.
What does Neela say?
Squinted at
And
Neela.
it just clicked for Neela. She's like, but if they do that and take off the clothes, that's terrible. Like the humans have just an awful way of getting colds. It sounds just, oh, I get it now.
That hamster wheel finally turned.
I'm still not getting it myself, but I don't care enough to try to get it.
I feel like I've let this go on for far too long.
I need some wine. I need some wine. But the only thing they have here is shitty grog. Oh god, I would cut off my left arm for a bottle of good wine.
We have a druid. Why don't we try fermenting elder like good berries? I know that it's a local brew. Some people do that.
That
Slowly.
would take a long while, and I don't think it's the appropriate environment for that.
It's not.
It could be in the bag.
Tempting. Alright, sorry I brought all this up. I regret my life choices momentarily.
Oh.
Let's all get out of this place before we all get to regret our life choices and people come back.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just... You know what? Honestly, I'm really kinda over this cold place.
Well, we have to figure out where their tribe went and, make sure Silas' brother isn't kidnapped and murdered.
You could just watch. I think you need to get closer to the water to truly enjoy this. That you can see the sunrise and see how it reflects across the snow and the water. It's a breathtaking sight.
Or I could string up a hammock between two lovely palm trees and take a nap in the sun.
I miss coconuts.
I know, they're so good. Right. We do need to find your tribe. Are you sure they're even in this area, or are they on the mainland in the cold parts of the mainland? Are you from here? Are you even sure?
Are you talking
DM?
about myself? I'm confused.
Yes, the two of you. Are you sure they're from here? Have you done trade with the towns or something?
That's a DM question. That's...
Yeah,
not-
are we from here?
I would say not necessarily trade, but you've definitely come across a few caravan sleds. But yes, more from here.
We
You know that the region that you were in, not the most hospitable, so more likely either the Ironwood Forest or the Inekid Forest is where your tribe was / is, or at least around those regions.
okay.
Yes, we are definitely around here. We recognize some of the landmarks passed by from here.
Do you even really want to go back?
We don't even know what's happened to our kindred. We need to find that out before anything else comes to mind.
I understand. As for you, Sally, you do need to go see your brother.
Yeah, I probably do. At the very least, he's going to be maybe happy to see me. If he's not pissed off that I ran away. I don't know which would be greater.
It can be both.
Could be. What about you? Barnaby, Bill, Veritas, anyone you're looking for? Anyone to come back to if we survive all this?
I have to go tell someone that I forgive them.
I haven't seen my folks in a while, but other than that, no.
The things we need to do in this land are limited, but for some of us, we still need to do.
Right. From the sound of things, it looks like we need to find your tribe, and she needs to see her brother. After that, do we honestly care to find answers? I'm missing a shit ton of time, but I honestly could care less. Most of the time is spent with what I'm going to assume is me either swindling people or getting swindled and tossed in a rucksack and thrown here for some reason beyond my understanding.
The amount of time I've lost seems to be months, but once we found out our kindred are and what's happened to them, we'll have our answer. So, at that point, at least from my side, and I think from my sister, we'll have our answers.
I think
Yeah, go ahead, Sally.
I think the main problem that we still have yet to resolve is that they are probably still after us. So I would love to go back to our normal life and never just erase this memory from my life, but I don't think it's gonna work out that way. We have to find a way to shake them off our trail, to fight them, or at the very least convince them that it's not worth their time and effort to try and get to us.
Okay. That's a fair point.
Fair.
Plus, if they went through all the effort of getting me from the mainland to wherever the fuck this is, I guess I could at least go ask why.
And maybe we will have a chance. Maybe when we're stronger. But for now, Scavenger?
Absolutely.
Okay, yep. So, GM, do we get to the capital or does something happen on the way?
So
Also,
that
just 2 days to
conversation
get back there.
at night.
Yeah, Bill had a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I'm trying to kill a little bit of time. Yeah. As you guys keep traveling, eventually night falls. No storms that you can see.
That's
Yeah,
good.
what's nighttime shenanigans?
I guess I'm getting a secret conversation with Bill.
Not so secret. Because A, it's gonna be only courting it. B, meh.
Anila will take a watch, so
But-
if anyone will join her, then that'll be it. But I have nothing.
There's a difference between secret and private.
Yeah, that's fair. Veritas and Dead have the same idea, by the way. I just saw your GIF.
Oh, mine was for a completely different thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright. So, just at some point, I guess we take a watch.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're
I
fine.
guess before that, anything else?
Hmm.
Nope.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Don't really worry about watches. Go ahead.
Alrighty. You wanted to talk?
Yeah. Some of the stuff, when we were walking. And I think it's time for me to tell you everything.
Oh, okay. He'll just kind of sit down.
As you could figure, I can't go back home. Not because I left it willingly, or there's no home to go back to, or anything like that. Or even I made a mistake. Something you can probably understand is I hatched like this. She just gestures towards herself. And what I overheard, they thought I was the child of Bahamut. And they believed Bahamut was actually some demon named Beelzebub. Hence, my full name.
Yes.
And why I can be upset at Sally a bit, because my home abandoned me. She abandoned hers. I think I already said that at some point to you.
Yeah. I understand that, Beal, but it's rough.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to kind of, I don't know if now's the right time. It's kind of fucking cold outside.
What are you gonna do?
Kind of missed your birthday.
What?
Right. Oh, here. And he'll go digging through his bags. And he pulls out a couple pieces of paper and hands it to Beal.
What? What's this?
No, it's notarized adoption papers.
What?
Yes, Beal. You've told me how you were upset about not having family. And you remind me so much of myself that I couldn't help it. And even though things are weird with governments, the one thing that they are on top of is paperwork. As far as the mainlands are concerned, you're my daughter. As far as I'm concerned, you're my daughter.
She just starts to tear up.
And I know how you've been complaining that you don't have a last name, so I got you one. I hope that you don't mind that it's an infernal. It's kind of the only fancy naming language that I know.
What is it?
Your last name is Somnium. And I will copy paste that to you.
Somnium.
I thought you said sodium for a moment. I was like, damn.
Somnium. Here, I'll post it in chat because my pronunciation may be ass.
What does it mean?
Somnium.
Well, he'll just kind of write it in common in the snow. It stands for dream. Because no matter how tough it gets out there, I want you to dream of a better future for yourself. To strive for it. To be able to achieve your dreams, your goals.
So sappy. Just rubs her eyes.
Oh, well, I am a bard.
Me.
Come here.
She kind of sits next to you and cuddles up.
Just a hug. So don't ever think that you don't have a family again. You just got a really stupid one.
Better than the Goliath.
I don't think that's a high bar.
Nope.
Yeah, no, and then, unless you got something else to do, he's just gonna wait till whoever's next on watch and wake whoever's next.
Nope.
Gotcha.
Any other nighttime shenanigans?
Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Nice. So, you wake the next person up, and then they wake the next person up. And the night passes, y'all are able to get a long rest, and, you're able to take off the next morning, get your breakfast in, do whatever you need to do. Who wants to roll me a D100 for the day?
Claim it. It's mine now.
This time you get it.
Yes, I was quick enough. Yeet. Flat 70. That's pretty interesting.
Okay. I won't roll that D4 then.
Whew. You thought it was a 7 for a second, didn't you?
Huh? No. I just had it prepped and ready to go.
Ow. That's a threat.
Yes. Did you take?
So what?
Oh, Lord. Anywho, now just look at someone's level up. Yeah, y'all are able to make your way. Any daytime shenanigans? As the snows just keep falling, but don't really seem to get any more intense.
No, honestly, think I'm good. Just go back to telling bad puns, jokes.
Oh, Barnaby will say to Thea one thing. Oh, Thea, have you been to this town before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, so you know not to do any magic here, right?
Oh yeah, I found that out the hard way.
Oh, poor thing. Okay, just wanted to make sure, just in case. Oh, by the way, let's try to make sure that, everyone, that we do not let them know that we found something special in there. And he holds up the axe, which he is now wrapping up in like a spare blanket. It's like, because if they're going after magical people, I'm sure they want to go after a magical weapon. So, I'll just hold on to it for now, and then once we're free of this place, we can then discuss who can go best to.
Understandable, not a bad idea. If they find out we have that, they're gonna want it.
And who better than one who can just fly straight up?
Alright, well then,
And Barnaby. Yeah.
I guess on that note, back to bad jokes.
Yep.
How many,
the day goes by.
yeah, sorry.
More bad jokes are told. Is there anything else?
Ow. No, I just hit my headphones. Ow. Ah, my ears.
Anyhow, as y'all eventually, as the sun sets, you make your way back to Skavrencia. And what?
We go find the wizard back at the inn, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way back to the inn, along the way, Althea, kind of just thinks for a second. Oh, if you are looking for extra jobs, I know a spot. My brain just broke. But the jobs pay well. They are technically under the table, but most of them are still above board. As in, legal.
I'm sorry, there are legal activities in these cities. The only thing I've seen so far is people breaking laws left and right, including the law enforcement.
I'm surprised that they even pretend to have laws.
Right?
I mean, what's legal here and what's legal in Mainland is different. Okay, I'm gonna stop with that voice.
Yeah, it's fine. Do what you gotta do, man. Just
Uh,
a nod. Just like, I understand that, but it's still kind of just funny.
but yeah, I could take you to that place once you guys finish up with the one thing.
That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. We still probably need more in the way of funding.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the 35 gold I've got's not gonna cut it, he says, whispering. Because I can't do a whispering voice at the moment.
Yeah,
I need armor.
that's still a lot of money, but things expensive.
should, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt for me to have a shield.
Yeah.
Maybe a hand crossbow or something.
Sounds like we have a plan then. Go to the inn, find the wizard, and then afterwards we can, maybe go check out the place you're talking about, Adia.
Yeah.
She
It wouldn't
gives
be a bad idea. Then just as some rogue, I just stab people with a dagger.
Yeah, well,
You are skilled in that, however, as you've proven already.
I do also have a bunch of leather armors and, like, crossbows
That's
we
rich.
could sell.
Wait, did we take those? I assumed
Of
we left them
course.
on the cart.
No, why would we leave those? Those are money.
That's extra weight. Who's carrying that?
Sup?
I mean, the Goliaths, I guess.
Yeah, just.
Or Sally.
Yeah, just sup. Dude, that's like 4 crossbows.
Yes, but who's carrying? 'Cause, the extra weight of that is a lot.
We said that we took it.
You can have a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding. What are you talking about?
I didn't. I thought something had to be a certain size to fit into a bag for holding.
A lot can fit in a bag
Yeah,
of
dude,
holding.
a lot.
It's not a small bag.
It's not a small bag.
You can fit a house in a bag of holding. That's a lie.
No, it is not a house, but you could definitely fit like a full set of plate mail. And if plate mail can go in a bag of holding, a heavy crossbow can go in a bag of holding.
You can fit a whole door in a bag of holding.
Absolutely. Bag of holdings are fucking crazy.
Anyways.
Fucking Gary just immediately backing Bell up. Oh yeah, you're really good at stabbing people. Beal hasn't stabbed a single person.
I mean, just chuckling because Beal has stabbed the brain real good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got like 8 sets of leather armor, a bunch of short swords, and like some, I think it was heavy crossbows to sell.
Light crossbows.
Light crossbows, then a bunch of light crossbows to spell. I mean, we could just, do that. Did they all have light crossbows, or was it like divvied weird?
No, they all had light crossbows. They all had scimitars.
Okay, so it's 8 scimitars, 8 light crossbows. It was 8, right? It was 4 up top. We didn't take the ones off the frozen guy, and we wouldn't be able to get them off him now. There was 4 up top, and like, I think we got 10 of everything.
Let me look. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You've gotten 13 of everything, minus whatever you took for yourself.
I took 1 of the leather armors, so 12 leather armors, and like a shit ton of light crossbows. And scimitars, so... Going to the equipment page, so I can get a... I'm assuming everything sells for half still?
Yeah, everything will sell for half. Not. I'd be on reworking that, but half right now seems better.
Yeah.
Just because. But yeah.
What's the light crossbow?
If you want to work that out, you're able to go buy, sell everything, and then to the inn.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'll get the math. Don't worry about it. You said half, so I'll do the quick stuff on that.
Yeah.
Crossbow.
So as you make your way to the inn, you find that hey, you notice that there's a few more shady people in there than normal. Just kind of sitting around drinking, doing their thing. 1 second. But you see the bartender up there as normal. And you see several patrons at the bar taking drinks in. One of which is a very familiar satyr.
Because Barnaby will go forward over to the bar. He's like, oh, hello. Oh, is the bartender not around? Hello, drunkie.
I'm not drunk right now. Yeah, drunk right now.
But you usually are.
Did you get the damn thing? Or do I have to figure something else out about that?
Barnaby just smiles and gives it a curt little nod.
Good. If you want to follow me, please.
Mhm.
As she gets up and then walks upstairs.
Barnaby's gonna look to the others and just little finger like beckon like and like let's get some rest. And then it's gonna go up the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Just for everybody's quick math, I do need to know this. Are we paying Jason?
He didn't do anything in the fight in the ruins, so do we need to?
I mean, he was kind of really just there for company, and we are kind of supplying him and feeding him.
Yeah. We'll hold his
Um,
money for him.
Sally would give him her potions if it comes to them. So
I mean, do you want to just hand them your portion? Because that's a lot of gold you're giving up.
yeah, but he helped us get out of that place.
He did.
So
He did assist us getting out of Ironwood. That is true, but
We can give him a half share.
yeah, I'd still suggest you take some of your money because you're gonna need it, especially when you need to buy equipment and rations.
she not. Fair enough. Jason, you okay with half? You probably need the money more than I do. I'm already fully equipped.
He just gives a thumbs up. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay,
Right.
then both of you get 32 gold pieces and a total of 1 silver. Yeah. The rest of us take 64 gold pieces and 1 silver, 6 copper.
Wait, that's 64 per person?
64 gold pieces per person. The equipment was more than what we found. Like I said, we always take the fucking enemy's equipment. Always. It's so fucking good to do that. Even at half price, the merchant makes all their money back and then some, so we're not breaking the economy. And I can afford to buy a fucking shield and a fucking hand crossbow, so I can fucking
63 or 64?
exist. 64. 64, 1 silver, 6 copper.
You almost made me write down the number of the beast.
Oh, well, I mean, it tracks for who. It tracks because the devil's giving you money. Dead, would I be able to find?
Wait, give me 6 electrum.
No.
No.
Would I be able
Yay.
to find a hand crossbow and a shield? Basic.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna be quite a bit of. Okay, so pieces. So I'm left with 14 gold pieces left. I got money still.
Yep. Fantastic. Anyways, she leads you upstairs into kind of a room. Alright. If you have it, she just kind of puts out a hand like, fork over.
What does it do?
I was asked to get a hold of it, and that was it. I do not know. Quite frankly, I do not care.
So what you're saying is we did your job for you.
You did a job I could not do.
Out of curiosity, did they ever say if that was the only magical thing in that place?
That was the only thing they were sure of.
Okay. Well, I don't have it on me. Is it in the thing? Is it in the bag?
I don't know, is it?
I actually have it.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, Veritas just produces the item and looks at the guy to make sure it's the right item. This weird doohickey.
Yes, that would be it. Thank you.
Just hand it to him.
They kind of take a look at it.
You know, we could have kept it and extorted you for more money.
Or at least more information. We're going out on a limb and trusting you.
I don't have much more information than what I gave you.
I assumed that was true.
How do they plan to get you off the continent?
I'm not getting off the continent, I'm going to the into the Underdark.
Oh,
I told you this before.
okay. I thought you were going to travel in the Underdark to the mainland.
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh.
So they don't
There's a fucking
interconnect.
ocean in between it. In between here and there.
Wait, so the Underdarks here and the Underdark there aren't connected?
That's my understanding of it. The ocean's too deep.
Do you know if boats make, like, round trips?
You know how much of a bitch it is to get off this continent?
No.
But we'd most certainly like to try. Not right now, but at some point.
It would be nice to know the troubles we'll be facing, you know, when we try. Is there some massive wall out at sea that just says, no, you stay?
No, you can't swim.
It's too fucking cold, obviously.
Cold.
Or,
You know, also
It's the ocean.
ocean waves.
You can't. Getting a permit to leave is A, expensive, B, extremely hard to do. Then finding a ship captain who's going back that wasn't just transporting prisoners or supplies, paying their fees. If that's all, sometimes ships will just straight up capsize out in the ocean, or wreck, or whatever else you want to call it.
so it's a expensive and risky process.
Yes. Some people have been able to figure out how to do it properly, but not enough have to make it
a viable means of continuing your life. Oh, okay then.
Hmm.
So what you're saying is steal a ship? I don't know how to sail a ship.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. Well, I've got what I need. I'm gonna go give this to the person I need to give it to, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
That's fair.
For what it's worth, good luck.
Thank you.
You're gonna need it.
And as I think about it for a second, no, is there anything I can repair for you people before I permanently fuck off?
If you can't help us get out of here, there's not really much I can ask for. I guess I just need to figure out which town to go to next out of this fucking hellhole so I can cast my damn magic.
Have fun with that.
So you're
Oh.
telling me that magic is banned in all of the cities around here?
I think it's different, settlement by settlement.
Just points to Sally. That.
So
We
you,
don't know how far the guild years reach goes.
Usually, guilds' influences in local cities don't reach much beyond the borders of that city because of the insane difficulty of traveling between the settlements. You know, especially if they are trying to ban magic, and they cannot communicate through magic.
That's fair.
So, yes.
This is my hell. This is my personal hell.
Just don't use magic. Watch. Just do what I do. And he just sits there. See? Easy. Just
Well, toodles, as
yeah.
they're going to leave.
Yeah, just I wave goodbye, I guess. Yeah, like I got no fucking idea. Just well,
They were
fuck.
absolutely lying to us.
You think?
They know what that is. The item.
Of course they do.
They asked
It's the
for.
reason they sent us here for it. And they didn't even give us anything really in return.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought, weren't we going to go with them?
No.
No, I thought we had discussed that.
They.
That was certainly what they and I
They
discussed.
wanted
I
to go
brought it
with
up.
us to retrieve the item,
No,
but
no.
not after it.
No. They were needing to go once they got it and paid it off. They want to go to Fjordfaka, but having an escort to bring them there would have, made their travels easier.
But that was never discussed.
Not with us. That I
Didn't I? It was discussed with me. Didn't I bring it up? I brought it up with all of you.
I think I might have misheard you. Then I apologize. I did not know that that was on the table.
Just we do that for them, and then we can escort them to Fjordfaka. It's a win-win.
I mean,
But I guess we're not going then.
I guess not. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to mess that up for you. If I knew that was the case, I wouldn't have told them bye. I mean, shit, they're still right out the door. We could just go say, hey, we're gonna come with you.
Well, now, aren't we going to? Well, now we. I don't know what's going on now because, Thea offered us work, and you all seemed all up for it. I mean, I'm all for traveling with the group, but it's a little confusing, is all.
Yeah, no,
They put their head back in.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm still not trustful of this individual. They haven't given any information.
No. Well, they told us where they're going, what their goal is, and pretty much everything
Which-
but what the item does. Which they claim to not know. Bill says that they do, but
There's also the whole fact we're just trusting their word on what their objective is and everything else.
Well, don't we want to help people escape the guild?
I would like to do that. Yes, I'd also.
No,
like
We're
that's
assuming
one
that-
person we just helped.
You're assuming they actually want to escape. They're not going to hand over this item
But
to the guild.
Oh
No,
no,
but-
that's absolutely not true. Okay. I understand your concern, but if that was the case, they would have probably just said, "Hey, I work for the guild. I will give you money and free reign of casting spells in the city, yada yada." They could have offered us a shit ton, and we would have done it for a lot less hassle. Than
Except
definitely-
if they don't believe we are for the guild, or they're just making use of outsiders.
No.
Maybe, but I doubt it.
No. They 100% do not work for the guild. When Veritas was performing, they came in, questioned him, and then the Satyr came in, saying, "Oh, they broke my cover, blah blah blah," and then they're going to give that thing to the guild as payment, so that they can leave.
Yeah, they're still
Undisturbed.
standing there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about you with you being there. Are you
I
still?
thought you already left.
No, he stuck his head back in, if I remember correctly.
You two talk a lot.
They do.
I'm sorry.
I believe they were speaking about you.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Are you needing?
No.
Are you needing people to take you to Fierfolka?
that's what this is about. I'm giving this to a third party to be able to go, to have them escort me that way, and then down into the Underdark.
But you don't need us to do it.
No, that's what this is for. This is payment for a third party. This is not going to that guild.
Thank you. That clarification right there is all I needed. Sorry, the misunderstanding. And I'm sorry I was so standoffish with you the first time, but you have to understand it was very confusing.
Just give a thumbs up. Now I'm coming. And now they fuck off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Barnaby, there's your answer straight from the mouth of the Jabberwock. I think the only thing we have to do now is go get said jobs, try to earn some money, or we can pick up our shit, strike out on our own, and go to these forests and search for the Goliath's clans, or we can go back down to Truehammer and get Sally's situation resolved.
Let's go see what the job is about, if they're going to give us jobs, and if we don't like it, the other ones are still an option. I would love to see your tribes. Anila, Zafra.
It would be nice.
Yep.
Who knows, maybe I can get some nice clothing.
Oh, I think they're
Sorry,
still
just
selling
realized
the.
I was muted.
Oh,
Hoops.
I was gonna say, speaking of fancy clothing, Sally, do you know of any place that sells dresses?
oh, the same place where I got Bill like his like her festive outfit. I can point you out on the way back.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I would like to
Hey,
do a tiny bit of shopping.
hey, Dead.
What?
Question. Looking at Anila's size-wise, would the outfits I grabbed fit them?
No, they're actually closer to Sally's size.
Oh well.
I remember
thought
there was
that'd be
some
funny.
doll clothes, wasn't there?
There was some kids' clothes that I immediately gave to fucking Beal. But there was also men's clothing, very, very nice men's clothing, and some very nice women's clothing. And apparently it's just not the right size. Unfortunate.
They were made to fit a human, just for context.
That's fair.
But yeah, you guys going to go get that job now?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
need some money.
3, go. All right. As you make your way through the streets, you see people kind of closing up shops for the night, doing their thing, and you just see Althea just like, good. We'll make it there just right as they open. Sorry, the place that we're going to only operates between certain hours of the day, or I guess in this case, night. And as
Yep.
she says that, you actually arrive to a potion shop. And with that, sorry, I should have said this earlier, but this cough has fucked with my brain now about 20 different ways.
Mhm.
This is where Chris will be picking up for her thing.
Oh, that's today?
Since he said like he wanted to go a little more, but he said his voice is like, going
Yeah.
difficult. So if you guys don't mind, I can pick up a little earlier. This is my cue.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fine by me.
shit, yeah. No, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I will still be able to hear, but I'm gonna go make me up some tea now.
All right. So, before I start, I do want to say that repeat that this is designed to be a 2-session standalone side quest. There's going to be some information that's relevant to the main plot, but it's not going to be the central one.
Perfectly fine.
Please pay attention to the Discord text channel and not Roll20 during game hours because that's where I post the visual aid, pictures, that kind of information, that kind of stuff while we're playing.
Okay.
Okay.
Dad is going to play Jason, and Sally is going to move with you to the quest site, but not be present for the main mission itself for like in-game reasons.
Okay.
And finally, while you guys are free to play however you want, considering the time constraints of the side mission, I will ask you to at least accept the mission and move to the quest site. Afterwards, you can do whatever you want. Is that okay with you guys?
I'm
Yeah.
down for whatever.
All right. Okay, then we can get started.
All right.
Might want to wait for Dead to get back. He said he needed to do a thing.
Oh, he said he could hear, so.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Look at that.
So you know that you've arrived at the right place when you see the sign. There is a scrap of parchment and pinned beneath it next to the open sign at the hanging on the door. Do you go in?
Yeah, no, there's no reason not to. I open the door for everyone else. Just go on in.
All right. So as you can see, the shop is small but impeccably clean, and you see neatly labeled and color-coded potions line the shelves everywhere. You see ointment tins, perfumed soaps occupying a side table, and there is a hint of a peppermint scent in there.
This place smells like the old shaman hut.
So when you guys come in and Zolfa's voice is heard, there's a halfling girl that's keeping the counter. She waves and says in a cheerful voice, "Do mind your pull weapons when you walk by the potions, please. You break them, you buy them."
Mila will like look at everyone, and then look at their hand axes and like try to like tuck them in tighter.
All right. Yeah, that's it so far.
Do we address the? I'll look to. Oh shoot, Barnaby and Veritas, and be like, "Do you feel like, being the mouth of the group?"
Well, Veritas, which do you want to take the lead? Veritas? Veritas, would you go?
All right, Barnaby.
James? Come here.
It looks like they are not willing to speak. They're too distracted by the smells.
Well then.
Just, Veritas, you might be muted. Are you muted?
He's not here. He must have been pulled away by his wife or his kids.
He doesn't have a kid. Oh, nameless.
He does. It's called Rat.
Well, I suppose until Veritas returns from his blanket state, yeah, I will be the go-getter of this group for whatever this is.
I did not realize I was muted.
I told you he was muted.
I was just sitting here like, why can't you? What do you mean muted? I looked at my mute button. The mute button was fine. I was like, well, I'm not muted on Discord. I fucking hit the button on my headset.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, good. Right,
Uh,
you are the main go-getter. I will be second to Derry go-getter.
go, what?
Talking to a job potion lady.
I mean, okay, if that's what you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. Just kind of walk up then. Hello, miss. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Veritas. We're here about some work. We brought and I just point back to what was her name? Give me a second. I got this. Althea. It's like we brought Althea back, and we're currently looking for some work. We heard that you might be the person to ask.
When you say that, she glances over at Adia in the back, and then her entire demeanor changes. She looks at you guys all over once and says, maybe. You lot look like competent folk. Follow me to the back room and we'll talk.
So we're gonna get murdered.
No. I squint. No. This is just how...
Maybe just a little bit, mate.
Maybe. That's fine. We'll just I'll offer a hand to Beale if she'd like to be put in the jacket.
She'll accept.
Into the jacket the kobold goes. Collected 1 kobold. I'm gonna add Beale to my inventory. Yeah, no, just alright then. The rest of you cool with going into this back room with this new individual?
Yes.
Very energetic, very excited, I like that. What about you, Sulfro? Still got your distrusting bones in?
Well, in a situation, we're here for a reason, so we're going in either way.
Damn straight.
That's what she said.
Barnaby, you're the
Hmm?
last individual gonna come into the room.
Oh, yes. Sorry. So
Oh.
many shinies. And just gonna just walk in.
Yeah, just I follow behind everybody.
Alright, so Althea says with the wave, I'll be looking at the potions while you're about your business. And she's going to stay in the front room. But as she does so, she whispers to Veritas, keep watch if you're worried.
Sally says this.
No, there'll be Althea.
Oh, says to keep watch if we are worried.
I'll keep watch if you're worried outside.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
All right. So, since the rest of you go into the back room, which is completely empty except for a locked cabinet, a long wooden table, and some chairs. She gestures for you to sit.
You know, oddly enough, this is how I got your paperwork. He just says absent-mindedly to the ether and, like, pulls a chair out. Sits down.
All right. So once everyone's seated, she explains. Let me start by saying that even with character reference, I don't usually take new hires. Most employers request a group with a dependable work history. Too many new hires have been known to turn Mara their bands on their own employer and all. You understand.
Yeah, no, I could
Which,
see that.
it does make sense, but then why are you looking to hire us, Sex?
Because I think I have an opportunity that's the right fit for a new crew. My usual crew are all tied up at the moment, and there's a time sensitive mission matter that's just come up, so I was looking to see how I did resolve this matter.
And we just happened to walk in with one of your old friends. Huh. A lucky break for once.
We'll have to see what the work is first before we decide if it's a lucky break on.
That's fair, but I mean... Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Look, I'm looking for any excuse to be happy about something, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Right, so she explains. So, a business associate of mine is requesting a band of mercenaries to travel to the Underdark. Good money, but not insignificant risk. But from the look of you, looks like you have some battle experience and can handle a little bit of danger. Interested?
Is it because we have two Goliaths?
That's part of the reason. But none of you look like easy prey. There's just an air about you, even the kobold.
You're saying you want to go into the Underdark. Who was it that hired you to find workers?
Ah, and then she actually gets up and goes to the locked cabinet. There's a brief flash of blue light, and then she comes back with the paper folder. Here's the rundown if you want to see it. I give you some privacy to talk it all over among yourselves, but you have to tell me today if you're going to take this or not. If I'm to arrange a meeting, is this business associate that hired me for this leaves Scavenge on the Marrow, I think. And she will put that paper folder on the table, and if you guys want her to give you guys some privacy, she will.
I'd appreciate it. Give us a minute to talk it over, and then we'll make a pretty quick decision. We don't talk forever, he says, giving a knowing look. All right. We'll give it a look over, and then we'll give it some thought. If you do not mind to leave us to our conversation.
Of course, as long as you don't touch the cabinet, it's going to explode in your face if it does. This is just a fair warning, not any kind of a threat. I had a problem with an accidental attempt in the past. Well, not the accidental, but she shrugs.
Note to self, do not pickpocket the lock. Got it.
So this is the she leaves, and then there's a single piece of parchment that is within the paper fold. You see that in the Discord chat.
Okay, give me a second to take a look. See. I'm gonna real quick. I know you said that you weren't gonna open it up in the Roll20, but I am gonna open this up in my browser so it shows up in the recording because these pictures are really good. Shop sign. Interior of the shop. Shopkeeper. And then the file. I'm going to copy paste that to the Roll20. Thank you. Oh. Ooh.
That's a fair bit of money. I'm convinced.
Yeah, just literally, who is looking in Veritas's general direction?
Barnaby would be.
Roll an insight check.
Okey-dokey. Let's be any good. That's a 21.
Veritas is having a hard time. What's better? Helping the hostages, or a shit ton of money, and you do see fucking straight up like gold glimmers in his eyes. Like it is hard for you like that to not be a major deciding factor, but also it's like I'm helping people and getting paid a shit ton of money. Ooh.
See something you like, Veritas.
I don't know, how high can you count?
I can count very high.
I just kind of slide the paper back over to Barnaby.
Ooh, he just kind of skims it over. Ooh, that seems like a good deal.
Yeah, just I guess you should pass it over to the siblings.
Yes. Just slide it on over.
I've seen it. The only real thought I've had is you were speaking of getting armor and the like for dealing with miners and people that work to tell. You could discuss with them about getting something of actual worth and not just coins.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can use the coins to get the armor. It's also a mithril mine. Do you know how crazy that is? Oh, what if there's some kind of ancient creature down there? Ooh.
Oh, maybe not an ancient creature that could possibly kill us.
Right,
Though,
sorry, but it makes for
mithril.
such a good story.
Some type of mechanical guardian.
You could just make something up about an ancient creature or some crap. But if we get mithril from the mithril mine and give it to the right person, plus, if you want to get armor and you have plenty of mithril, who knows? Maybe they could make it mithril armor. I don't know if that works, but mithril armor.
Easiest way to kill the guardian is with an owlbear from the top ropes.
I think I've heard that story. Something about some gentleman named Tav? Smart fellow. Yeah, I don't see any reason to say no to this. I do not see any reason to say no to this. Ooh. You know, I haven't been excited for much since we got here. This just straight up looks fun.
I'm quite curious how
Let's
many
do it.
Yeah, I'm just more curious about how many hostages there are. Plus, you know,
I mean,
we can negotiate about a transport for the way back.
Oh boy.
Well, if we just have to get them to the surface settlement, then we don't necessarily need to transport them.
True, that is very true.
Right, I just look over at Jason, and I guess Sally's still in the room? Or,
Yep.
okay. I just like, what do you two think? I mean, you're part of the ship, part of the crew, you know?
Jason just has a very nervous look on his face.
Come on, buddy, look at that gold. Look at the
This
numbers.
is- One hand, this almost seems too good to be true. On the other hand, that's a lot of money.
Right? Oh.
It is because it's too good to be true, but at the same time, do you want to just throw away the potential opportunity?
She's got a magic closet that produced this, alright? She's got magic in a place
She's
where you're not supposed
definitely
to.
working with the guild.
There's no way. No. Do you think?
Yes. If she did that so casually, she's absolutely with the guild.
I mean, to be fair, it's also a back room, and it's supposed to be secretive.
But this also
Uh,
means that they're aware of us and they don't mind us if they are working for the guild.
Yes. I mean, I could just straight up ask her, and Barnaby could just look at him funny.
Oh, I could do that.
Alright, shit. I mean, we're ready to talk when you're ready to come back in. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, Jason, you just kind of looked nervous. You didn't really say anything.
Just gives a thumbs up.
Are you sure, buddy?
Gives a very nervous thumbs up.
Alright. Oh, God, this is gonna be so fun.
So you guys see Sally staring at the parchment without like saying anything so far,
Yeah.
and then
Is
she.
that hitting your phone?
Sorry.
The True Hammer Freehold?
She nods and points to the requested by. That's my brother.
Oh. So you come from money.
No, none of this makes sense. Nothing on this parchment makes sense, she says. For one thing, why is the Freehold at war with the Myconists now? They've always been our greatest ally in Underdark mining. And why is my brother even in Scavencia? Or, like, this is so delicate. This is, like, diplomatic in nature. So why is he hiring complete outsiders in Scavencia for this instead of, like, dealing with this with his own people? A lot must have happened since the year I've been away. I can't fathom why she just then stops.
Maybe you should have wrote back more often.
That's not a bad. Hindsight is 20/20.
Do you guys write back often?
If I show back up home, they'll kill me.
No.
But no, like looks at Barnaby. Do you?
No, they don't exactly. They're fine with me not writing back. I'm sure I'll visit them soon enough, But No, quite good, quite good. I'm just thinking about this whole
This is a lot.
situation.
So,
Yes.
what you're telling me is the Myconids were your allies. Closest allies. They're at war, and this is a negotiation for hostages. Something has happened. Your brother is involved. Alright, I'm in. Yeah, there's no reason not to. This just sounds. There's so much drama wrapped up in this that I can't say no. Like, oh,
So you
imagine.
come from money.
Yeah, how does your brother gonna pay that much gold? Do you come from money? Is your brother like, I don't know, working for the town or?
I don't come from money, but nor does my brother, but he's the, I guess this is like public money, as he's the director of the Minus Consortium. That's the leadership body that rules my settlement. I don't think this is his personal money. This is settlement business, official business.
Oh, so this is okay. So we're gonna go down there and work. We're not working for him. We're working for the Association of Miners. That okay? I met some dwarves that operated like this once. I get this. Okay. All right.
But my current thoughts are if the whole they translate the currently bad blood, why not use them? Well, maybe Myconid wouldn't trust a negotiator from the miners' place. Maybe they need a third party, someone who's indifferent.
Yeah, of course. And also, maybe they just don't have the charm to settle the situation they caused. Like, you can't just go, whoopsie, sorry, we massacred like 40 of your people on accident, sorry. Maybe I need somebody going down there like, yo, they fucked up, but they really want this fixed. And if you saw them instead of me, you might have stabbed them, but you have no reason to stab me. So Barnaby's right. Just absolutely, it's got to be a third-party thing, right? Right, Barnaby?
You said a whole lot of extra things for what I just said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to process.
Just try to process your little story you'll give next time you're here. That you can do without magic.
Oh, that makes me so angry.
But shall we ask her if she's the thing, and I'll look at her all weirdly.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, to be fair, you're looking at her weirdly. You told me that you can tell when people are lying, which is why I'm glad that I have never personally lied to you. All right, let's see here. What was her name? Did we ask her name?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, I'm so rude. I gave her my name. I guess I'll just go knock on the door and let her know she can come back in.
All right. She comes. The door opens soon enough. She comes in, like dusting her hands off, and then she says, "Decided?"
Yes, we decided that I think we're gonna take the job, correct? But I have to ask, are you working with the guild here?
So she actually folds her arms, looks at you up and down again, and says, "If you're from the guild, I've made my position clear, and I already talked it over with your superiors, so don't even think about it. Neutral ground." She points to the shop, looks at you again, and says, "You are going to pay if you break the accord."
Just blinks.
Barnaby is going to insight that. Yeah, that's a soft 20.
Okay. You get the feeling that she's what exactly is this insight about? Are you trying to figure out what she's saying, or what is this?
To see if she's really against the guild, or if she's making this up to seem like to hide the fact that she's actually part of the guild.
So you don't think she's against the guild per se. It sounds like from what she's saying, and you get the feeling that she's being mostly truthful on this, that she has some kind of a deal with the guild that makes her operate independently. So she's not working for them, but she doesn't want them necessarily as her enemies. And they don't necessarily want her as their enemies, presumably.
Hmm. Good news, everyone. Well, miss, we are not part of the guild. He just said that to, to find out if you were part of the guild. In fairness, no, she's independent, neutral party.
Oh, thank gods. Alright, yeah, no, then I have absolutely no qualms taking this quest. Sure, I'm down to do the job. The rest of you? Beal? Dear?
What money?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anila, Zulfur? Zulfra.
I'm alright with it.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yes, best for last, Barnaby.
Very good.
Jason?
But
Who?
Said best for last,
and then
asked
add Jason
Barnaby,
in there.
and then which was hilarious, and then immediately to Jason. I was hoping somebody would get the joke.
All right, so like you guys, she nods and then she does say, a fair warning now that you've talked about the guild, in case you guys have some affiliation. Did you see the signpost outside the door? If not, I'd like to refer to it to you again.
I did not see the signpost, I'm sorry.
I can't read.
All right.
I blink, I look back at Adela. Does she look like she's telling the truth?
Anila is being positive.
Oh, she playing a joke or?
No, definitely can't read. Wasn't needed.
Hey, Theory, maybe you should go some private lessons.
Yep. So she says, all right, this is what's on the sign. For the benefit of people who don't read or can't read, the last person caught using my sleeping potions as roofies got a fireball to the face. This, I don't care if you're guild members, I don't care if you're not guild members. The next person will not be as lucky. You hear me? And then she looks at you, still like with her arms folded.
Okay, I like her.
Barnaby's just clapping. I like her too.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Alright, yeah, no, strictly for work and maybe to buy potions. You got it.
All right. Sounds great. I arranged a meeting with Hakim Jeffries and then she actually checks like a timepiece and then she says thinks about it. Do you mind, is it a little bit too early for you if I arrange a meeting at dawn here tomorrow? I do believe that he has to leave like by noontime.
Here, as in like he's in the city.
He is. I did tell you, you probably want to talk to him for the details before you decide for sure whether you want to take this or not. Whatever I gave you was just bare bones. And I believe that's what the transport provider is for.
I just look over at Sally.
Sally fidgets a bit, slips a little behind like Anila, almost like, she really doesn't want to face this. And like she looks like she's like a child caught like putting his hand in a cookie jar. And then she says, yeah, I guess we could see him. I guess we should see him. Um and then because the halfling lady is seeing it all funny, she explains, well, it's my brother. I haven't seen him for quite some time, so yeah. Yep, so it's a halfling lady, looks a little surprised, but she nods. Oh, a family reunion? I'm sure there's a story there, but I won't press. I will see you here at dawn then. Oh, that reminds
She
me.
was
And this. Oh, sorry, what?
to the halfling. Sally was dumb.
I think being young and inexperienced is not the same as dumb. Perhaps in time she would come to appreciate what she has a little more.
No, that's a nicer way of putting it.
Beal, you tried to eat wax drawing utensils.
They look so tasty.
You
The
didn't.
sharp ones were my favorite.
You didn't know better. Wait, you're still eating them?
No,
Please do not eat my soaps.
Oh, those
no
don't.
promises are made.
Okay.
Yeah, so she says that does remind me if you should check out the sample table before you go. Free samples. I've
Yeah.
been doing a few experiments.
Do you have any way to get a hot bath in this area for the love of whatever god you worship?
Oh, hot bath. I mean, she ponders for a moment. I guess you could always try the public bathhouses, but it's more like lukewarm than hot, to tell the honest. To tell you to be honest.
Yeah, there are canonically no bathhouses. Dead has said that there are no bathhouses.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, not good ones then.
Yeah, just tears. Just solid
about-
tears in Viridis's face.
What about somewhere to get a dress? I need a dress.
I can refer to you to a good tailor shop.
Wonderful.
Going to be a little bit expensive since this is going to be a custom dress. She says, looking at you up and down. You're quite some size.
Yes, that's not a problem. I would like something maybe for a once in a while occasion.
Of course, if you want to go see her tonight, I'll actually go talk. Write you a reference note, and she's going to give you half price.
Oh,
I
that
like
would
you
be
already.
wonderful. Oh, as Anila gets all excited, she kind of jumps a little bit, but doesn't fully jump up and down to knock her head against the ceiling. But she just kind of jumps a little bit with glee as she's excited.
Okay.
Yeah, I just lean down to Beal. You understand why I find the gentle giant thing attractive, right? This is adorable.
You do you, man.
He feels like he has to justify himself, and she's just like, hey, I'm not judging. Squint. Just deep sigh. Alright, fine, whatever. Right, okay then. So here tomorrow dawn, yes?
Yes. Any other questions?
You said you have free samples?
Yeah, that's my question.
She gestures to the side table beside the perfume, the oil, and soap section. Reminds you again that soaps are not for eating to the kobold. And she says, you can take a couple, but you have to come back to tell me the side effects. I'm still working out some kinks, you see. None of them are going to be lethal, but might be a little uncomfortable.
I mean, I could just drink one now, if that's all right.
I guess that's also a way to go about it, but it's gonna be helpful for you, mostly in battle. If you want to try it, like, in actual use.
But that's a good point. I'll take one, and should battle arise, I will drink it and see what happens.
Okay, so this is the list of the potions you have. Like, your potions you see on the table. There are 4 of them as you see it. If you lift it up, at the bottom you can see a neat little handwritten label telling you the name. And yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my. Oh god. Oh god.
I would love one of these potions.
I'm gonna let other
I don't
people
care
pick
which
first.
one.
I'm gonna let other people pick first. But
Can I have the filter of jalapeno extracts?
Go for it.
That's the one I was thinking about. All right,
Oh,
I got
I'm so
the other one.
sorry.
No, that's perfectly fine. Everybody else go first, please. What are you taking there?
I'm just gonna grab one at random and not even check what it is. Look afterwards.
Okay,
See what
so
I get.
you're doing what I'm doing. All
I'll
right.
take the potion of divinity's aspect.
Oh. It looks like Barnaby and Nameless and I have to pick between 2 potions. The 2
Yeah, so
potions that are left.
I grabbed one at random to roll to see what I got.
That or we could let Drake pick. So the divinity aspect's gone and the jalapeno's gone. What are you picking there, Drake?
I'll take the oil of much ouchiness.
So Nameless gets the drought of oops, this doesn't count, and Veritas is just sitting there like watches everybody grab a potion bottle and he just puts his hand down.
Why do you think Nameless gets? I'm
Not
confused.
Nameless. Nameless also got one. Nameless got the filter of jalapeno extract.
Yeah.
And Gary, got the draught of oops, this doesn't count.
Which confuses me.
Because it's a potion that's just changing color.
Yeah, it's just looking at this and thinking for a moment. What does this do? I have a feeling it won't be good for myself.
See, that's what you're supposed to report back and tell me. There's a reason they're free samples. But I assure you, almost all of my samples have way more beneficial effects than they have negative effects. And no one has yet died.
You have names in them, so you have some idea. Give me the general idea.
Maybe I can't really tell you, really. But I know. I will say that the oil is for like applying to weapons. Rest of them's for drinking.
Again, you've got the names of each of them, so you have to have some idea. For example, Drought of Oops, this doesn't count. It keeps changing colors. You wouldn't give it a name like that unless you have some idea.
So I prayed to the Lady Timora before I made this potion. I added a lot of extracts that added to randomness and to Lady Luck. And I believe some of them are infused into this draught. I do not know what the combined effect would be, but it would be interesting to say the least, and more lucky than not, I should think.
Well, it seems like it would be up your alley, brother.
It does sound like something that's the essence of Waloka. It. Though usually that isn't a good thing. At least for me. We'll have to see how it goes. He opens the cork and just sniffed it for a moment. What does it smell like?
The draught?
Yep.
It smells You realize soon that when the color of the potion changes, the smell changes as well. At what moment it's really delicious smelling. Another moment it's sickeningly sweet and cloying. Another moment it smells sharp, like a breath of fresh air. So you're not really sure.
So I've got minty fresh, chocolate sweetness, strawberry hue. This is a candy potion.
No, it's a danger potion. You're literally smelling wild magic, my guy. You ever smell the Feywild?
No.
Well, you are now.
This is interesting.
So she waves and says, "Let me know when you come back what the effects were."
So,
Gladly.
That is it.
um,
Yes.
if this potion is comes from divinity, what if someone that already has it to some extent? What do you think will happen?
She actually pauses and thinks about it. A strange but pertinent question. I've never really thought about it. I guess if the aspect of these divinities are closely matched together, then it would increase and intensify the effects. If they are polar opposite to each other, they would mostly cancel out and the effects would be much less, I should think.
What's the aspects in the bottle?
As I said, the drought of oops, this doesn't count is from Lady Timora. Lady of Chance, Lady of Luck, Lady of Possibilities. Probably not a good mix with the more lawful of the divinities.
Okay.
What about the divine drought? Is it of the same goddess?
She actually shakes her head and then she says, "I am not exactly sure which god spoke to me when I made this aspect. You see, I was filthy drunk at the time."
Ah,
But-
yeah, I understand that. Just nods in understanding.
And if that is it, then I should probably go back to writing my ledgers.
Oh,
I will see you at dawn.
we do need that letter for the
Oh, right,
seamstress.
right. Give me a second. And then she goes and gets a piece of parchment, scribbles out a quick note, and gives it to Anila.
Oh, she gives you the biggest and tightest hug.
Who?
Oh, the halfling! You're giving a biggest and tightest hug to a halfling? You might have to roll a strength check.
Okay. I don't want to crush them, but I feel like I'm going to give them a little extra boost. There we go.
So she is silent for a moment, and then you realize this is because you couldn't breathe for a second, and then she smiles and pats you on the back and says, "Just between us, girls."
Oh, perfect. As she smiles, she'll turn and thank Veritas for reminding her of the note, and you can see her just kind of with almost a focus walk out the door for the others.
I don't understand her obsession with clothes.
That's because you're a guy, says Sally.
I don't understand it either.
It's just my sister.
I saw how you looked at that dress. You can't hide your feelings from me.
Yeah, just shush.
Did she say, yeah, I can shush?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Right.
No. Shut up, going.
Barnaby, do you have anything you want to do before dawn tomorrow?
Well, I mean, all the shops are closed. I mean, after our little meeting, I'm just going to exchange armors and buy another quiver of arrows.
Right. Do you need any extra funding for your armor?
Nope.
Got what you need?
Mhm.
Anybody else need any equipment that they might not have enough funds for?
I'm fine.
I feel like I'm set.
Yeah. Just turn to Jason. Are you needing any more equipment?
Gives thumbs up.
Good to go.
I'm good.
Alrighty then.
Okay, then I guess that the nameless. Sorry. So Anila will go to the tailor. And what was it the others were doing? Anything special?
I have to go play music for our rooms.
All right. Let's go finish Anila's thing first. So, is she going alone?
If anyone wants to join, they're more than welcome.
I kind of just like nudge Beal in that direction.
What? Where am I going?
Yes, you are.
Why?
I'm planning on doing something stupid, and you're gonna try to stop me. Hey, Anella, Beal would like to go with you, and then he just kind of
What?
dips.
Oh, Beal, I knew you would love this time. Come on.
What?
quick.
What's going on?
This is going to be perfect bonding time. You can tell me so many wonderful stories of all the things that you can do. I've seen you do so much incredible things. Maybe a dress to match these incredible things. Maybe something warm. Maybe something furry for you. I don't know. There's so many options. I can't stop thinking.
I very much understand now why the brother was like, I don't understand her obsession.
Tick tock. Okay. I don't really know what's going on right now, but okay. I zoned out really hard thinking about having money.
Oh, money's wonderful, Bill. Tell me more about this obsession with money. I haven't had much in the tribe. Most of it is just possessions that we can quickly pack up and take for a new settlement.
You can exchange money for goods and services.
Goods and services. Oh, that sounds interesting. We used to do the same thing with pelts and meat.
Okay. Sounds like a barter system.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, Neil, you get it. As Anil is just like, as they're just like, you know, kind of, I don't want to say skipping, but like very much like excitedly walking and turning to you and just like making sure you're keeping up. And like if anyone's getting too close to you, they'll push them away so you have more room in the street to walk.
It sounds like she's being a pest.
Alright, so people quickly learn to move out of the way of the very purposefully walking Goliath with the kobold. The tailor shop is not actually far from this place. It's actually just a block over. You see it draped with lavish silk drapery and curtains even before you come in the door. You look at the curtains and they're pure satin and silk.
Ooh. Ooh. Very nice. I think we're at the right place, Beal.
Yay!
I'll open the door and let Bill step in first as I take a big, just glance around the shop.
All right. You see that the shop is not very brightly lit, but this is what you see. And in addition to this, you see that they must do a lot of custom-made work because you see all kind of like fabrics line the wall on one side, which is not seen in the picture. You see every imaginable fabric. Most of them you have not seen in your lifetime, not back in the woods with your tribe.
Wow.
This
Very
place
nice.
looks very
Um,
wealthy.
can I help you? And you see four different girls come crowding up to you, all wearing the same apron with the name of the shop embroidered on it. We would love to help you. What are you here for?
Oh, wonderful.
People,
Well, my friend Beal here is looking for something furry, probably preferable. Keep them warm from the cold and this drastic wind that we keep having. How awful it is. And probably something that can match the eyes. Those piercing eyes that give all their emotion. We need something that matches that, and if you can, make it very maneuverable. As well as something custom for me. I'm looking for something that I can put on when I want to impress. Probably something that can keep in colder weather and not worry about snow or anything like that. So I think sadly silk is out.
When you are describing your conditions, you actually see another woman come up behind, and you can see her easily because she's one head taller than the other woman that's come to crowd you guys. And she's actually a half orc, but she's wearing very fine clothes and big hoop earrings. And she nods at you and says in a pleasant voice, "We have some exquisite customers today. Girls, move away a little. I think this is custom work." Looks at you up and down and listens to your request and says, something light and maneuverable, but something that could keep in winter. Matches the eye of the kobold. There'll be topaz yellow, maybe with the bright sunflower flavor. And what color would you like your clothes to be? Miss? Can I have your name, miss?
Anila, and
why do people keep
preferably
putting me in
something
bright clothes?
preferably something green and earthy in tone. I know it's not bright, but it helps me blend it. But Beal, your bright clothes are to help us find you, of course. And you look so good
Why?
standing out, taking the room as you do.
I don't want to do that. People look at me and it feels weird.
All right, please come this way and you can choose the fabric yourselves. I have some recommendations. I think a blend of modal and cotton on the inside to give it the soft feeling against your skin, but tough waterproof pelt fabric outside. To give you that festive winter atmosphere. And as she talks, she will lead you to the back of the shop where there's a curtain, and she will ask to take your sizes. It takes a while. And do you give her the paper?
Yeah,
Recommend?
definitely give her the paper.
Oh, she stops, looks at it, and looks at you again and says, "You're a friend of Luna?"
Yes.
She must really like you then. She doesn't usually refer people to me unless she likes them. I Yeah, like, and then she gestures at like a stack of papers on the desk and says, "I have a waiting list a mile high, but anyone that's a friend of Luna's, I think I can make something quickly just for you."
Well, thank you. Smile and definitely take note of the very kind gesture.
All right, so she's going to take Bill's sizes and your sizes. Please don't tell me Bill bites her when she's trying to take the size.
Beal doesn't.
And that's it. She says after about 2 hours later, because this took 2 hours, because she also gave you like a stack of magazines and asked you to look into them, see which style you liked. And then she says, "When do you need it by?"
When's the soonest you could have it ready?
"When are you leaving the town? I get the feeling that you're not from around here."
No, we make our ways in and out quite often. My tribe is so very busy. Beal, maybe when we get back from taking care of some other business, yes?
Other business?
Yes, what we were just hired for.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I want to say, what was it? Is it a reference? 10-day?
A 10-day.
Yeah, I want to say a 10-day if I'm reading this note correctly. I think we'll be back around then.
don't
Out
know
of
how
the
long.
game, it's a 10-day to get there. So
gotcha.
probably like 2 weeks or 20 days to get back.
Yeah,
But she nods.
perfect.
"I'll have it ready by 2 weeks."
Well,
Perfect.
could you store it for us until we get back?
Of course. I
Okay.
wish you luck on your journey. It must not be easy traveling between settlements.
No, but we make do, don't we? As she smiles and gives the half orc a very pleasant nod.
People tend to pick me up and carry me for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed that. Do you like it?
I mean, my feet stay dry, so that's nice.
Do you want me to do it?
Up to you.
I always feel like you need a bit of independence, but if you would like, I don't mind carrying you. It might be fun being up this high.
She just shrugs.
Anila will pick up Beal and nod and just make her way to the group.
Yep. So speaking of which, I believe the Veritas, Zulfra, and Barnaby are heading to the inn again to earn their keep for the night.
Yep. Barnaby would be turning in.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what about you, Zulfra and Veritas?
I actively have to play to maintain room, so I have to play my music.
I think I will be sitting at the bar listening in, seeing what rumors and the like are going around right now. What I can discover from there.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'll be sitting listening to the folks around, trying to get some idea of what's going on. Any
Okay.
news, any information, stuff like that.
You do let's resolve that first. You please roll. What would you roll for like hearing? Would it be investigation or whatever you think is best? Whatever ability you feel is comfortable.
Let me see what I've got. Honestly, I think investigation or perception. So I'll go with perception.
Okay.
Only got 12 though.
12. Then the only thing that you hear about is mutterings about how it's going to be tax season soon. And then there are some dark mutters about settlements that in the past that have not made their taxes in time. And like people just like swerve away from that discussion as if it's not something that they want to talk about in a festive atmosphere. And other people are just talking about everyday stuff about the city hall, the new year that will be dawning soon and the fireworks, all that stuff.
So a little bits of information that could be.
Yep. And in the meantime, the innkeeper will introduce Veritas back to the crowd. You actually see that there's more crowd than yesterday last time, and they are like looking at you with a lot of interest. You see some claps, some whistles, and you see a couple of moms that actually brought their toddlers, and the toddlers are sitting on their lap saying, sing, sing, sing. Mommy, you said is this gonna be interesting? So you get the feeling that your fame has spread a little bit.
Just.
It got famous very quickly.
I mean, to be fair, I used magic in a place that doesn't have a lot of magic.
True.
Yeah, just. He takes a look out into the crowd. A deep sigh. Do I notice any of the sketchy figures from last time?
Please roll perception.
13.
You actually don't notice any of these people this time, or if there are any, they're lost in the crowd. You don't know whether they are not here or you can't see them.
Yeah. I would like to point out Zulfra and just motion for them to come up towards the stage for a second, and I'm gonna kneel down. Does Zulfra bother coming my way?
I see no reason why I wouldn't.
Okay. I'm just gonna lean down. Can you keep an eye out for who? I kind of have to. The crowd looks so happy. I have to. Could you just make a?
Yeah, I can keep an eye out.
Good man. It just pats you on the shoulder and is like, I'm really, really trusting in you. Your skills are amazing, and I give you a bardic inspiration. So fucking roll good this time.
Yeah, that's not trusting. That's me saying, please have luck be on your side. Fuck.
Yeah. If you bother to take a look, it'd be great.
So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out.
All right. Please roll again.
Head your d6, please.
Still a D6? Damn.
It might be a d8 now. Let me check. Bards escalate pretty quickly. Give me a second.
The dice really do not want you to be caught. Or they want you to be caught, basically.
You know what? Take an inspiration. Oh wait, no, I don't have it. You got a bardic inspiration. Use that.
Yep. Is it a D8 or a D6?
It is currently still a d6, I think.
I got a 4, so a 12.
Yeah.
You don't see anyone.
Well, if that's the case.
All right. So do continue. Our esteemed bard slash performer slash entertainer, Veritas. The innkeeper bows and steps back. The stage is yours.
On this note, he will begin to start playing. And as he does so, he starts to weave in a stronger version of the same spell, moving up to Silent Image instead of just Minor Illusion. A bigger crowd needs bigger fanfare. And
Yeah, already you feel the tension building up.
and he begins to sing, and this time he sings picking up where he left off last time, with the hero laying on the ground dead, and the body is picked up by some mysterious figures before being brought back to life, coerced into selling out the person that killed them, and then cast out on the streets without anything before they leave this gorgeous city with its cathedral and everything. Just the whole cityscape in the background before moving on to somewhere smaller. The hero is sad and doesn't understand what's going on, doesn't really know what to do with themselves before running into this small child who has stolen a piece of bread and is about to be struck by a guard, where he jumps in front of the swing and doesn't really catch it, but gets hit. He pulls out pocket change and pays for the bread and kneels down to talk to the kid. Then there's just a story being wove about the kid basically telling the child's story from here about their day-to-day life. And the child's face is getting flipped between the child's face and the hero's face as the child tells the story. And eventually the hero offers the child a hand and they begin to leave the city together. And I will go ahead and roll my nonsense.
Yep.
Hopefully this doesn't suck. I'll take that 20.
Wow. So like a dead silence like fills the like performance as you continue this on, and then after you finish and the little like your character and the child character walks on into the known, like Sally actually starts clapping and other people start clapping too, and then they stand up and they gave you a standing applause. And some of them are looking a little teary-eyed at honestly the sad overtone of the story. But actually the toddler that you saw like in the beginning of the song, about like 4 years old I think, runs up to you teary-eyed and hugs your leg and saying, "I'm so glad that they found each other."
Yeah, it's a wonderful story, isn't it? He just kind of pets the kid's head a little bit and goes, make sure that you go and hug your parents, okay?
The mother actually runs up behind the toddler, says, "You shouldn't bother the nice bard," like, and then pulls her away, but nods at you in thanks and says, "This was quite a performance. We rarely get such color into our direct lives here in this city. Thank you.
Of course. After all, what's a bard's job but to entertain? You should, here. And he'll actually palm her about, like, 3 silver. You should take this and go take your kid out to eat.
Her eyes widen because 3 silver is a lot to her, and she said, I can't possibly take.
Oh, please. For the lovely interaction and this lovely little child. And just, again, just smiles down at the kid. Please. I insist.
She actually then takes it, nods, and says, I cook a feast for the whole kids in the neighborhood tomorrow. Then at my street, this is enough for a lot of ingredients. Thank you. I make sure that they know who they owe this generosity to.
Just don't bother with that part. I don't need that. Just make sure you get as many people fed as you can. Then.
She nods. And then she holds the little girl's hands, and they will go back to their table. And about 10 minutes later, the conversation resumes again. Everything becomes their normal beat and rhythm of the inn, but everyone seems a little happier. Like they've seen something great, something beautiful, something wonderful.
And he'll just kind of
That was it.
smile and just get off the stage, dust himself off, and go over to Zulfra and just go, so, we're bunking together again tonight?
I believe so.
Right, well, I guess I should probably at least wait to see if Bill and Anella makes it in.
That makes sense. I haven't really noticed anything either that might be listening in, but there was a large crowd and you had people running up to you, so there's bound to be some individuals I missed.
That's fine, I just look at them smile.
It's an expression.
It is. Well, I know how you are, but Zulfra, giving people a reason to keep going is why I'm still here.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm just not one for me.
I understand that. That's fine. But you gotta admit, it is nice.
I kind of.
And he'll just kind of sit up and wait on Anella and Bill.
They'd come in about 3 hours later, also looking a little bit happy but exhausted, I guess, at least Anila.
At least Anila recognizing that Bill wanted no part of this. Yeah, no.
How did it go?
Oh, it went excellent. I got a standing ovation.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, you're too kind.
Well, I'm tired. Excuse me, I'm tired, and I think I am going to rest. Thank you for waiting up on me. I hope you have the rest of the night goes well. Do you have to keep playing?
I don't have to, but I might. Just, it won't be anything showy like the last song. But seeing so many smiles, I just can't not.
That makes sense. All right, well, take care of yourself. And she'll give Zulfra a hug and then go to her room.
How did things go?
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So, is this for the night? Do you guys have anything else to finish up, or can we skip to next morning?
I believe that's up to specifically Barnaby, and fucking just squints over there at Jason, who has done nothing but thumbs up to everything. Jason
maybe
seems
it's-
fucking chill, man.
Very nervous.
That poor man. He's so cool looking, though.
Barnaby has left a blanket, or he's left a couple blankets for Jason. He's taken all the other covers and he has wrapped himself up in a blanket kind of dome, and he's just sleeping in that.
Right? So done then. If that's the nothing particular happens during the night, no one attacks you, no one gets kidnapped. It was a good night. Quiet. A little. Sally's going to keep mostly to herself, like deep in doubt, a little nervous, fidgeting. You know, you'd call her name and she'd not answer back because she's deep in doubt. But before you know it, it's almost sunrise and it's time to go back. Meet Sally's brother.
Yeah, just on the way there. I've given you plenty of time to mull it over, but you do realize this is ultimately a good thing, yes? Imagine how much your brother has missed you.
Sally fidgets a bit, looks down at the toe of her boots, and says, I guess I hope so. I hope he missed me.
Of course, and if nothing else, maybe I can try to help to smooth things over. I'm not exactly the greatest with that, especially with your story, and if he has any idea that you ran off with a bard and finds out I'm a bard, that could be pretty bad, but maybe I could ease his mind a little.
I'd love that. I mean, thank you for the offer. I take any help. And then she actually looks around at you and you see like a hint of desperation and she says like, any help. All right.
Now I go
That-
check on Barnaby real quick because he has the tendency to sleep in, and Veritas is picking up on this really quickly. Ding, 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 ding.
There is no answer.
Is he sleeping?
Well, if Veritas goes in, there'll be a kind of this dome pile of blankets and covers.
You know, this is a lot more intimidating than it should be. I'm gonna go poke the blankets and covers. Hey, we're trying to head out. We gotta go meet Sally's brother.
Barnaby will slip his head out from under the bed. Woohoo!
Just face palms.
Woohoo! I was waiting for someone to come in. Okay, let's go.
Okay, that was pretty funny. But if you tell anything to the others, I'll deny it.
Mhm.
Yeah, he just walks out with Barnaby because that was actually kind of clever.
Okay, what about the other guys? Do they walk out? Or are they still sleeping in?
I check up on everybody. I have a feeling that Zulfra is awake because Zulfra is a menace. But I think Anella has a habit of sleeping.
As you knock on the door of Anila, she'll be like, "I did it again!" As she jumps up and she's like, "I'll be out soon."
Yes, that
But
tracks.
yes, they'll make their way out.
Just just as Veritas sees Jason, he just gives Jason a thumbs up.
Okay, so if everyone is out, eventually even Anila, who apparently also slept in, you come back to the potion shop. The door is closed but not locked, so it opens like soundlessly when you pull it open. All right. So the lights are actually most of the lights aren't like turned on at this hour because the like store is not open yet. There's a few candle lights, and the back she actually nods at you from beside the shelves and says, back room as usual.
I'm assuming that's going to be an reoccurring thing. Perfect. I guess I'll walk back there and hold the door for the others.
Bill just walks up to you, stops before entering, and just stares up at you.
Oh, what is it, Bill?
Nothing? Go?
I was being polite and holding the door for people.
Yes? You did a very good job with that. Go.
He just confusedly walks in.
We will follow after.
All right.
Did I just get
So everyone go in?
Yes.
Why do I feel
Okay.
like I got hoodwinked?
You actually, there is another man already waiting for you here. You see a weather-beaten young man, curly red hair, get up from his seat, waits for you to approach, and then stretches out a hand at whoever's at the foremost of you. It's large and callous, the hand of a working man, and he says, Hakim Jeffries, I represent the Miners Consortium.
Hi, Sally's brother.
Is that what she says?
That is
Like-
what Bill says, yep.
Who's the one actually taking the hand, and does anyone else introduce themselves?
Yeah, I'm shaking the hand as fucking Bill says that. Right, Veritas, just Veritas.
He looks around at all of you, like you guys make your introductions.
Yes.
Barnaby won't shake his hand, he'll just wave. Hi, I'm Barnaby.
And Zofra and Jason.
You can call us Zulf.
All right. When you guys introduce yourselves, he nods to you all and he says, completely ignoring Bill's comment, to business then. You also see Sally trying to hide behind Yanila.
Anila notices this and tries to like puff up a little bit bigger to hide Sally.
Which is hard if you guys are going to sit down.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have nothing. You're good.
All right. Does everyone sit down?
Oh, absolutely. pull Sally's seat out and just gesture. Because this is
Alright.
kinda her big moment, kinda.
She hesitantly takes a seat, sticks close by to Anila, whom she feels like she's safe around. And, Hakim looks around at all of you for a moment, seems to look straight through, like his sister, without acknowledging her, and then she says, to you, like, I trust that you have been briefed about the parameters of this mission from Luna. Am I correct?
Loosely.
Yeah.
And have you decided that you would take on this mission yet?
I need more information. I think me and Barnaby were both kind of adamant about that.
I was going to say yes, but yes, more information would be nice.
He nods and he says, then I will do my best to provide it. Are you already aware of our freehold history with the Myconids and the background behind this upcoming negotiations?
Yes, to some extent, our friend here, and I just literally put my hands on the back of Sally's chair, gave us a rundown. And he just looks this guy dead in the eyes when he says it, getting slightly irritated.
Right. He's going to meet your eyes and hold it for a moment.
Oh my god, you're both being so dumb.
And
Right.
then, he's going to turn his eyes away from you first before you do, if you hold it for more than a moment.
Oh, he does.
Okay. And then he says, I will briefly go over it again, however. I doubt whatever you heard it was of sufficient detail or of accuracy. You get the feeling that he probably does not have a high opinion of Sally's ability to convey information.
Considering the time period she's been gone, that tracks. But he kind of sits there and just leans in. Okay.
All right. Other guys, if you guys want to ask questions, interrupt, feel free to do so at any time as I talk. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah. So he's actually going to explain briefly, about the background of Truehammer Freehold. He explains it's built, Truehammer Freehold is built around the major Mithra mine, as you no doubt heard. We are the most dependable supplier of Mithra to the mainland empire. But the 5 centuries of mining has seen the Mithra mostly depleted. And as you understand, the exorbitant quota imposed on us by the empire is not easily met. This is why we dug deeper and deeper and deeper, and finally, 15 years ago, passed the crest of the earth into the Underdark. And then he pauses and says, this is probably why you have not heard that our settlement is also connected to the Underdark then. Unlike some of the other settlements, ours is comparatively new, and our tunnels to the Underdark were excavated intentionally. He pauses, goes on, explains that new Mithra deposits indeed were found in the Underdark, and new allies in the form of the Myconids, and how the entire settlement leadership of 15 years ago was decimated in this trailblazing process. And he explains that the vice director of the settlement, whom you probably would want to talk to because he's an expert on the Myconids, is the only one that made it back from the unfortunate trailblazing trip the 15 years back. Having explained this backstory, he explains, since then, the alliance that we had with the Mycon is held until the events of 4 weeks ago, which leads us to this. And then he shrugs a little, gestures at the paper folder, if you still have it. And he says, any questions so far before I move on to the main crisis that pertains to us?
Not me.
Not at this moment, although I have obvious comments to be said about many things.
I just look at Barnaby because I have a feeling both me and him are not gonna not ask questions.
I'm fine for now.
All right. What caused the problem where they got all upset at you 4 weeks ago?
All right, let us move on to the crisis then. And he would actually pass over, take out from his backpack a couple of what seems like rough pencil sketches, and slide it over to the middle of the desk and says the hostage situation.
Guess I'll take a look at those. Take a look at those sketches.
Yeah, these are the sketches. He says, 4 weeks ago, there was reportedly a clash between our evening mining crew and the Myconists in the Underdark. 9 miners were killed. Reportedly, again, we have no independent confirmation of the matter as none of the crew made it back. And the youngest 2 were taken prisoner, both mining apprentices under the age of 12. Here's a sketch of what they look like.
One of those is nearly an infant.
Not as an infant as you might say. I believe he is 9. His name is Ash.
9?
Yes, 9. Do you disapprove?
Well, yes, but I don't think that has any bearing on the matter at the moment.
Pretty old kid.
You could be a halfling kid.
That would make them even younger by standards there, Barnaby.
Well, I don't know how ages work. I mean, what does a tiefling kid look like?
About the same, actually. Just red skin, horns, blue skin, purple skin. Hey, Macarena. If it's in the rainbow, that skin color. Some of them just look like people with horns. Right.
He actually looks at you and then he says, there are resource-rich rock crevices only children can squeeze into. Adults can't get access to them.
Then
And?
you hire smaller adults like halflings. Look, I'm not here to judge your lifestyle. That's not what this is. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I don't believe kids like this should be in mining operations. However, they're in danger and you want them saved. That we can agree on.
He takes a deep breath and then he nods and says, I apologize. I have strayed from the main topic. To continue on. The sovereign of the Myconids, who had been our previous allies, claimed that our evening crew leader just up and slaughtered the guides out of nowhere one day. And then the rest of the crew just scattered and fled. This seems unbelievable to me for multiple reasons, including the fact that we have had good relationships with them for many years, and there is absolutely no cause for him to do so, but that is what the Myconists claim. They also claim that they hunted down every one of them over time in the Underdark, and that they have taken these children for, quote, their own protection, quote. Again, no independent confirmation of any of these claims.
So our goal is to go down there and get... How do I say? So we're going down there for confirmation and to retrieve the children. Find out what happened, if we can, and resolve the issue.
Not quite entirely. And there, I think the document that you received, the mission briefing, was a bit short. I apologize that I am putting a lot of a burden and the lives of children on the shoulders of people who are not affiliated with our settlement, but you understand that they are flatly denying us access to the children and our stockpile units, and declaring that they will not negotiate with the kinsmen of the Oathbreakers and Spore Killers, as they claim it. They would only parley with neutral arbiters that are not born to the freehold. So, I have no choice but to come to outsiders, much like you. And he sighs. And about the mission parameters, I need to clarify this so there's no misunderstanding. The foremost objective of the negotiations is our stockpile of ore that the Myconids are also holding. As much as I would regret the death of these children who are of the settlement, the stockpile must take precedence while you are negotiating. And if you cannot secure the ore pile through diplomatic means, then the Myconids must be exterminated, and you are expected to join us in battle, even if the hostages are not rescued beforehand. Have I clarified this enough?
Oh, you've made yourself terribly clear.
Looks around and then to the other people and says, that is as far as my mission briefing runs. For any more details, you might want to talk to the widow of the crew leader and perhaps the parents of the children when you get to the settlement. That is, if you do agree to accept it.
Well, children are in danger, and I say, if not us, then who is it gonna be? Well, if we decline, how much longer must those children be there without help? I mean, sure, we'll do the job. I mean, if the others accept, I'm willing to accept, and we'll do the job. And I'm willing to bet we can get the ore and the children and take care of everything without having to fight. But a job is a job, and if we agree to this, and he looks over at Veritas, if we agree to the contract, we must adhere to the contract. But of course, work to the best possible outcome. Don't you
He
agree?
talks a lot.
Yeah, just...
Then I'll stop talking then.
No, you need to talk. Everyone's opinions matter in this situation. We'll do your job. But you'd better damn be sure I'm going to try to do this bloodlessly. And if you so much as think of slaughtering innocents over letting go of some ore, that's not going to be on my conscience. That's your hell to bear. But a job's a job.
He waits a little, expressionless, for all of you to make your comments. Does Anila, Bill, or Jason make any comment?
Beal is just looking between Sally and this man. but it doesn't say
Like Sally's trying to make herself as small as she can in the chair, which is not really possible.
anything.
Just,
Yeah, Neela doesn't say anything. Just nods her head in agreement.
Thought is just observing.
Alright. So I guess thumbs up from Jason. Alright, he says, and then we have a deal. I will see you outside the West Gate at noon today. Do you need... and then he pauses, thinks about it, and says, since Luna has said that she will vouch for you, here is an advance. And then he's going to pass over a pouch.
yeah, I'll take it. Quick count.
Alright, you have 400 gold.
Just nod and gets up.
Alright, then he says, he actually stops, turns to Sally for the first time, and then says, in a completely flat voice, if you could remain for a moment, Salomena Jeffries, I would like a word with you, alone.
Veritas crosses his arms and just says, only if she's comfortable with it.
So Sally actually jumps, and then she actually looks at Anila, and then she says, no, I don't have time now. I already promised my friends Beal here that I will go nail polish shopping with them before we leave the capital. Right, Beal? Please, Anila?
Anila
Sounds
will
like
be
talking to your brother.
I promised.
I can wait.
Sally, I'm unfortunately with Beal on this one. I think you need to have the most uncomfortable conversation with, and she'll look to her brother, an uncomfortable person.
Alright, so basically so basically you're saying no. Alright?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Sally, sorry. You need to do this for your own good.
Good luck.
Sally takes a deep breath. And then he nods, she says, alright, I stay, Hakim. What about you guys? You guys leave? All of you? Alright, you guys have around 4 hours until noon, 4 to 5 hours until noon.
Beal will not leave.
I sit outside the door. Oh, do you not leave the room at all?
Nope.
Oh. Alright. Gonna hide?
Hmm.
I just... I'm gonna do the old bait and switch. And I'm going to grab Bill's shoulder, give a quick squeeze, and pull the hoodie off and stick it in my jacket like I normally pick up. Bill, you have Bardic Inspiration.
Let me roll stealth.
Alright, so Bill is trying to hide in the room.
Yep.
Big ass.
Okay. And everyone else leaves? Okay, those that leave, you will see Luna waiting outside the potion shop. And those you can talk to her if you want to. And Beal, you will roll stealth. Oh.
Roll that inspiration, please.
6.
Yes. 22. Hell yeah.
So I'm not sure how finding stealth works in this system. What would I need to roll in
You would have to
It would
Contested roll?
be your passive perceptions or active if they're looking out for sneaky.
Yeah, are they trying to find people sneaking? Because if not, it's their passive.
Oh, so how would I know like
Passive.
passive perception. Okay.
10 plus the perception modifier.
All right. So wisdom +2, fighter level 10. What would this be?
Let me see. What wisdom plus okay.
Wisdom +2, wisdom 14, fighter level 10.
Do they have proficiency in perception?
Yes.
What's their perception modifier?
+2.
Only +2?
Oh, like modify, yeah, because it's like 14.
Oh, no, for stealth, I mean for perception altogether.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure, so like,
Okay.
you guys tell me, would it be enough or not? I'll take.
No, I mean like the actual skill perception, not just the modifier. Like if he's a
Oh,
character
like he would have put like a couple of points in it, but that's not his thing.
Okay, yeah. If then it would just be a flat 12.
Okay.
So no.
All right. So like couple would be 14, so not enough to beat Bill. All right, Bill, you shuffle quietly to the back of the room, like beneath the stack of behind the stack of chairs, and no one notices you. Okay, people outside first. What do you guys do? Just look at the potions and the perfumes and wait around?
I'm doing that. I don't know if everybody else is. Just
Yeah, I'm waiting for Sally.
Yeah. Anybody else agree that he's kind of a dick?
I've seen worse. Our father is much worse.
True.
I have a feeling I'd tell your father off too, then.
I have a feeling he would be amused at your attempt before I try to squish your skull.
Maybe. But... well, we're gonna know all about it as I show just Zulfra and Anila, and probably Barnaby because his passive is stupid, just the empty jacket in my jacket.
They're doing what they do best, be unseen.
We're a very, very well-oiled machine.
I do not understand that reference, but I accept that you're good at your job.
That's pretty much what that means, yeah. Alright, well, in that case,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the soaps are really, really, really fragrant. You've never seen the like. You almost feel that they're magical. Like, probably not because that would make them like too expensive, but it's almost like that. You see lemongrass, herbs, fruity smells of all kinds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How much for a strawberry scented soap?
Oh, you actually flip it over at the back because like there's a handwritten label saying the name on the price. It's like really expensive.
How much is it?
Up 1 gold and 1 silver.
Yeah, no, he's buying that soap.
Right. It is a blend of strawberries and wild raspberries. It is faintly white and pink. It smells wonderful, divine.
that is some very expensive soap.
It is. You've never seen a soap this expensive.
Yeah, no, because normally soap's like 2 copper. I heard 1 gold and my brain just went, what?
You get the feeling that there, like when you hold it and flip it over in your hand, you also get the feeling that there's a hint of magic in this too. What kind of magic you wouldn't know until you actually try it.
Yeah, he's gonna pocket that and save that for a special occasion.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to have a stove that I can heat some water on, would you?
She actually says I have my alchemist stove, but if you're going to put like weird stuff in it,
Just
it's going
water.
to, of course, come with me, and she's going to take you to a side room where she has her equipment.
Yeah, no. Veritas is just gonna sit there and go, I'm gonna need a bunch of water, and I'm gonna get this just warm enough that I can stand it, and I'm gonna go outside. Would somebody mind holding my shirt while I do this? I'm filthy. I've got blood on me. I need to get it off.
Fair.
And I will pay for soap that isn't magical, please.
You say that she just look at you confused, but also a bit magical. In this world.
Yeah, I swear. Just, yeah, just basic soap, please. Yeah, Dad, I'm about to do something. Yeah. Yeah. God. Yes, what does the soap do? It casts prestidigitation on you every time you touch it. Then it's pointless. Yeah, no. I would, Veritas is gonna boil water. Not to the boiling point, but to a warm enough state that he can go outside and basically just pour water and soap on himself and clean his hair and stuff.
Which soap? Is this a strawberry soap?
No, he asked her specifically for like a non-magical soap.
Ah, all right. She actually says, she looks around, rummages around in the back, and then comes up with the soap. You get the feeling that most of the soaps here are magical.
She is the magic shop in the area. Just a nod and just thank you. How much do I owe you?
No, like this one's free. It's not even magical. It still smells really good. Lots of lemons.
Good enough for me. And I'm going to need somebody's help with this. Any volunteers?
Help in what manner?
I'm not asking you to sponge me down. I'm asking for someone to be out here to pour water on me in a method that isn't going to pour all of it instantly. Come on, don't make it weird.
You're the one making it weird. I guess I can assist.
Thank you. Yep, no, he's gonna take that assistance. That's other than that, that's not really doing much. Anybody else got anything they want to do before I describe what? I guess I could just text Zulfra what he sees. Yeah, so I'll just whisper it.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay, everyone else got nothing.
And now we see
Okay.
naked man look like.
Not completely so, but whatever you're into, dude.
Alright, so I'm going to move back to Bill and Sally inside the room if everyone is finished.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so Bill is hiding behind the cabinet. After the door is closed, the Hakim walks over to Sally and says in a quiet voice, I didn't looking down at her because she's actually pretty small for like a human god. He's tall. He says, do you remember the motto of House Jeffries? And then there's a pause, and the Sally answers like barely above a whisper, duty above all, duty at any cost. And then he says, as you too are of House Jeffries, the last of the line, perhaps you should have remembered that. Perhaps there will be a chance to remember it still. And that's all he says. And then he just walks out.
Does Sally stay in the room?
Yep. Just like staring at the door where he just walked out.
Bill's gonna come out from hiding and just say,
Sally jumps. She doesn't notice you.
"That's a dumb saying."
She bursts into tears. And then she says, she nods between her tears. I think so too. I think sacrifices don't need to be made to. Not that they aren't necessary to make things better. If everyone's just nicer to each other. She sighs. But it is not such a word after all, I guess.
Don't. You sacrifice, and you sacrifice. What's left?
Nothing, I guess. But you sacrifice so that other people don't need to sacrifice. That was what my late father always used to say. And that was what my
Why
brother
do you
always
have
took
to
to heart.
sacrifice something to make a change? Change doesn't mean sacrifice. Change means change.
Because
Something
if
becomes different, you don't lose it.
Because if change was easy and if it came for free, then it would have been done a long time ago. At least that's what my family has always believed, I think. I never really quite understood my brother or my father, but in their own way, they always wanted a better word. They've dedicated their lives. My father has died, my grandparents have died to make that happen, but I just don't understand him sometimes. How he could just, give everything to duty and have nothing left. Not even the time to look at me in the eyes. Not after even a year. He hasn't changed, I guess. I guess he wasn't too happy to see me.
You didn't abandon him. He abandoned you. He's blinded by his perceived responsibility.
Still my brother, though.
He is. A lot of people we care about can be pretty dumb. I mean, look at Veritas.
Do you care about him that much?
He's important to me. Yeah.
I hope for you and for him there's only a road of flowers ahead and not a road of thorns and more sacrifices. You guys, I watched his performance yesterday, and I think everyone wished the same of you.
That's the difference in our mindsets. You would walk the road of thorns. I would set it on fire.
I would love to see that. They would take care, if everyone could just set things on fire, they would take care of so much of life's problems.
She shrugs.
Teach me magic someday. I would love to learn to wield power like that.
No, I don't know how to do magic.
She actually stares at you a little surprised at the moment. Does he explain?
Bill doesn't.
Alright. Then after a moment she wipes, rubs her eyes until all the tears are gone. Actually runs her finger through her hair just so that it's not tangled. And says in a very bright, cheerful voice, well, let's go talk to the others.
Yeah.
Great. And then she goes out to the main hall. And that is it. I don't know how you guys are for time, because in Korea it's like completely different time frame. Over here. Is it really late where you guys are? Should I stop here?
It's about midnight.
Yeah, it's about midnight.
Yeah, it's a good
Okay.
point to stop for my.
Yeah.
All right. So this, if you guys, this is where we will stop then, and we will start the next session with you guys going to the freehold.
Oh,
Sounds good.
I'm so invested in this story. This is actually good. Should I stop the recording here? You guys want to make some comments and chat a little bit first, or we just done?
Probably a good point to stop the recording.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And